everyone, welcome back. In today's video, I'm gonna describe to you a movie that I recently watched. It's called Hwayugi in Korean, but it's called A Korean Odyssey in English. I don't know if you've heard about this Korean drama before, but it's pretty popular. And yeah, so I think I'm gonna do a review or like a brief description for this Korean drama. And yeah, and after you watch this video, you will know either if you want to watch a film like I described or not. So I don't know, it might be helpful, it might be not. Okay, so let's get right into it. Okay, so before I describe you the film, let me tell you that A Korean Odyssey is, I don't know if you have seen Chinese, if you've seen or heard of the Chinese Odyssey. It's basically old traditional Chinese tale. Chinese Odyssey has characters like Son Wukong and like the pig. Son Wukong is like the monkey king, and we have the pig and the monk and yada yada and stuff like that. So in Korean Odyssey, we have the same freaking characters from Chinese Odyssey as well, with the same characteristics. Although the traditional Samjang and the Korean Odyssey Samjang are pretty different. So I have my notes here because the last time I made this video, it was a complete mess and I was going all over the place. So better have my notes. So the basic idea of the Korean Odyssey is that if you eat Samjang, you'll be super powerful. And Samjang is the female lead. Her name is Sunmi, but Samjang is her role, I guess. I don't know, but we'll call her Sunmi because that's her name, right? Son Wukong is not human, so he can see them, see evil spirits. I just say spirits. Sunmi is human being, but she can see evil spirits. And since she was a little kid, she could see evil spirits. And one day when she was little, this Mawang guy, just like the friend of Son Wukong as well, he basically came to Sunmi and he told her to go to Son Wukong's place. So this is where Son Wukong was locked. So he was locked because he did something bad. She didn't get what she was going or supposed to get, but she ended up letting Son Wukong free, and she had to be punished for letting him go. Right. That's a little background chemistry of Son Wukong and Sunmi. Okay, like I said, if you eat Sunmi, Samjang, female lead, if you eat her, you'll be powerful. And of course, Son Wukong wanted to eat her as well. But fast forward to when Sunmi put this bracelet onto Son Wukong. So after she put that bracelet onto him, he basically loved her to death. He couldn't do anything to hurt her because he was controlled by this bracelet and he couldn't even think about hurting her, and that would make him super sad. So he couldn't eat her, and whoever that wants to eat her, he will be protecting her from any harm because he had this bracelet and he's like so in love with her, and he is basically like her guardian. So after the bracelet was on Son Wukong, like I said, he loved her, right? So that's when the love romance started. I'm not gonna get into too deep with their love romantic relationship, you know, but at this point their romance was, it's a little bit like push and pull, you know what I mean? But it was pretty romantic and it was pretty cute and stuff like that. But at this point, Sunmi would fight evil spirits with Son Wukong because she would be going out there finding evil spirits, and she would call out his name and he would be there to fight the spirit for her if the spirit was gonna harm her. So yeah, there's a lot of fighting evil spirit at this point, and it was my favorite part to watch because super interesting, really. And these evil spirits has their own little storyline, so that's pretty interesting. So now, fast forward again to when they realized or discovered that Son Wukong and Sunmi had a death-kill relationship. So one has to kill the other one. That's the kind of relationship. We're just gonna go across all of that. We're gonna fast forward to the point where they fought an evil spirit, like a huge evil spirit. That's kind of like the ending part, alright? That's basically the ending part. So they are gonna fight a huge evil spirit, and before that, there will be a little bit of turnarounds in the story. You'll see it along the way as you go, you know. After they fought this big evil spirit, It's gonna be the end, so what am I gonna say? What am I gonna say? I will give you a huge hint. One of the main leads will die. Either the male or the female will die while they're fighting this evil spirit, or after they fought this evil spirit. Kind of like the same. For me, personally, the ending was good. I loved the ending. It gave us hope. That's what I thought. These are like super brief. I'm just saying it in a super brief way. If you actually went to watch the movie, it will be like so much more to it. There's so many other characters in the movie, so there are a lot of characters dying as well. Overall, Hwayugi is a movie that's full of actions and it's full of things happening, and obviously every movie is like that, like it's full of things happening. But I think it's not boring at all. It's super interesting to watch. If you're a person that hates boring, long Korean dramas, that's me, you would not hate Hwayugi because it's nothing like that. It's long, but it's not boring. It's full of interesting things happening. Like I said, it's definitely one of my favorite movie from, was it from 2017? I don't know, but it was definitely my favorite movie. I would rate it a 9. I do want to rate it a 9.5, but I'm gonna rate it a 9 still. Although I would say their love romance is too much of push and pull, so I get a little annoyed in the middle. But keep in mind that he's a monkey and she's a girl who's so isolated, didn't have any friends, didn't have any family members. I forgot to tell you that, I'm sorry. And also nobody shipped them, really. Son Woo-gong is not human and the girl is human, so it's like impossible, so nobody really shipped them. And yeah, that's why their love romance was a little complicated, and that's a little down part. But yeah, that just made it more realistic though, because he's a monkey, like I said. I would totally recommend you to watch if you love like fighting and, you know, like evil spirits and stuff like that. And the evil spirit part, like fighting evil spirit part, was so fun because they just had some interesting storylines there. I hope you guys like this type of video. I don't know if you want to see more of these or less of these. If you like this idea, give it a thumbs up. But I do like filming these videos. It was a struggle to film though because my English is pretty not smooth, but I will see you guys in my next video. Without any further ado, I'm gonna but I'm gonna click the camera off because I have some things to do. But yay! Why do I yay in the middle of talking? Anyways, I will see you guys in my next video. Bye-bye! Also, a little background of the Chinese Odyssey is Son Woo-gong basically troubled the heaven super much, so he ended up locked in a place. I think that's probably the reason why he's locked up in the first place in Korean Odyssey. For a little info about Samjang from Chinese Odyssey is that he's a monk. It's a he though. He's a monk, and if you eat his meat, you'll be super powerful and you'll not be old. He basically made Son Woo-gong wear this thing on his head. That's why Son Woo-gong obeyed Samjang, and that is the Chinese Odyssey. So that's a little background or a little extra info that you might not want to know, but I'm gonna add it in there anyway. So